In today's episode, I'm gonna show you how to take this one bag of potting mix and turn it into all 4 of these bags of bagged mediums. You can save a ton of money by doing this, and if you've ever gone to the store and found yourself overwhelmed and confused, don't anymore. This is gonna save you a ton of money. I'm gonna show you how. Let's go. So most potting mixes are a sphagnum peat moss based medium. They're soilless, that means they do not have any compost in them, but they generally also have things like perlite and vermiculite added. Some will also have some fertilizer added. But the first thing we want to do is get yourself a sieve. This is a 1/4 inch mesh here, and that's going to give us a nice fine texture. Because when you get a potting mix is going to be unsifted. And I'm not telling you to look at any brands here. This is just proving a point because these are all the same brand. And when you go to the store, oftentimes what really bothers me is that these brands will bag soil up and will market them as something special or different and then charge exorbitant prices for these things that are really all in the same blend depending on what you're going for. And so we've got ourselves a 1/4 inch mesh here, and I'm just gonna sieve this out just like this. Probably should have done the whole bag at once, kind of heavy. All right, so once you've done sifting out your potting mix with that 1/4 inch mesh, you're gonna have this stuff that's plus 1/4 inch, and you're gonna have this stuff that's less than 1/4 inch. You could further sift it if you wanted, but there's really no need to, because that leads us to our first product that is sold to you, and that's orchid mix. If you take orchid mix and break it open, you're gonna basically find they're basically the same thing. Now you're gonna have some perlite in here, but that's fine. Perlite is inert, it doesn't do anything anyways. This is literally this. It's the same product. So there's your orchid mix. Now the reason why this will work so awesome for orchids is because orchids, like the Phalaenopsis orchid, they do not like to be put into soil. So if you were to put them in something like this, it's gonna hold on to too much water and your orchids are gonna rot. Orchids are used to kind of clinging to the side of trees. And that's why for a lot of your orchid blends, it's basically just wood chip bark essentially. And that's all you're getting over here as well. So aside from the fact there's gonna be a tiny bit of particulate in it, why pay $9 for this when you could have this for basically a byproduct for free when you're making your other blends? Now, once you've sifted out your big chunks and gotten your orchid growing medium, you can then take this, and this becomes your African violet growing medium. There is absolutely nothing special about this, and let me tell you, the only thing special about African violet growing medium is that it is soilless. So any soilless growing medium is going to be good for African violets, and that's because African violets do not like a very rich and organic material soil because they're very prone to root rot. And a lot of your African violet soils are pH neutral, so they've been amended with dolomitic lime. All of these potting mixes have dolomitic lime in them because peat moss can be very acidic. So the dolomitic lime basically brings down that acidity. And that's all it is. That's the only thing different. So you got this, just saved you 10 bucks. This is $9.75 at our local garden center. There's no need to buy this. All right, now that you got your orchid mix, your African violet mix, by default, since you've sifted it, you got yourself your seed starting mix. The seed starting mix looks like this, and the stuff we sifted looks like this. If you were to walk up to someone and say, what's the difference between this and this? They'd say, it's the same thing. And that's because, yeah, it's the same thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Literally, by sifting a potting mix, you've got yourself a seed starting mix. A 1/4 inch mesh is all you need. You could sift it even further if you want and take out even more, but anything that's sub like 1/8 of an inch is honestly gonna be so fine that it's not really gonna affect plant roots at all by growing in something that goes through a 1/4 inch. Totally fine. Like, they are exactly the same thing. And so why would you spend $10.50 for this bag? $10.50. $10.50. It's all the same thing. The potting mix, the bag of potting mix cost us $5. And we got 3 times as much, and we got other things with it for free, basically. Don't do that. Just trust me, this is crazy that people keep buying these small bags, spending exorbitant amounts of money, and thinking that there's anything different about them. There's really not. It's the equivalent of you going and buying toothpaste. There's different brands. It's literally the same toothpaste. If you get fluoride toothpaste, it's the same across all. Doesn't matter if it's whitening, doesn't matter if it's staining, doesn't matter if it builds your enamel. Literally, they're all the same. They're basically all the same. There's nothing different with potting mix. And it's this giant scam that people keep falling for. And it's high time you don't fall for it. All right, last two here. One is not represented because it's just basically insulting. We'll talk about that. But since you've got your sifted mix, you're gonna take your mix that you've sifted, put it in there. You're gonna grab some sand. You're gonna pour yourself some sand. You're gonna mix it up. Now you're gonna take this, and you're gonna have the same thing. This is Cactus Blend. This is literally a potting mix. Take some of this, why not? Throw it in there. You got yourself a cactus mix. There's absolutely nothing in this besides sand, which is literally the most inexpensive thing. You can go to any public beach, grab a Dixie cup full of it. No one's gonna notice. Unless, of course, they say not to, then of course don't. Don't come after me. But you can take a little bit of sand for free, or you can buy it for like $1. This cost us $11. This cost us 11 bucks. This sand was free, and we got the exact same product. If I mix this up, all you're doing is you're increasing the drainage because things like cacti, citrus, avocados, they don't like to be in really wet soil. They don't like to have wet feet, as we call it. And so what you're doing by adding that sand is you're really increasing the drainage and the fact that it's gonna dry out a whole lot faster. We have made the same product. We've made the exact same product for basically free. So again, when I say that all of these are in the same bag, I'm not kidding you. So now that we've gone through all of those, I'm gonna go to one that I did not buy because honestly, I can use all of these for different purposes. But there's one that I refuse to buy because it's just a flat out scam, and that's raised bed soil. Raised bed mix is the exact same flippin' thing as potting mix. There is no difference at all. You take all this, you don't add the sand, you mix all this up. It is the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're going in pots or raised beds. I swear people go to the store and they don't realize this, and it's okay. If you're a new beginning gardener, I have fallen into this trap. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm sick and tired of people falling into this trap, and I've seen so many people that go, they don't have the soil we're looking for. And I've helped so many people because they say, well, oh, what soil you're looking for? I might be able to point you in the right direction. I frequent the garden centers a lot. And they'll say, I'm looking for the raised bed specific soil. I'm like, any one of those. Like, oh, those don't say raised bed on it. Oh, this is totally fine in a raised bed. It's totally fine in a raised bed. It's got the chunks of wood that take up space. It's got the perlite. It's got the vermiculite. It's gonna hold on to water. If it has a little fertilizer in it, great. You can add your own fertilizer. Don't pay extra for it. At the end of the day, there's so much more that you have to get right when it comes to gardening. Soil is so simple. And when it comes to bagged soil, with certain brands that you're gonna find at big box stores, you can go the cheapest route possible and end up with some really high quality products because they're making their money on ignorance. And that's what I don't like. I don't like making money on ignorance. You know, yes, it's not wrong, right? You can take any of these for their intended purpose and do well with them. But why you can get a bag of just their regular stuff for pennies on the dollar and have all the rest for free. Again, that bag of potting mix cost me $5. The rest combined cost me $30. $30 for basically the same amount of products combined. It's just crazy. So if you want to pay double for a company to take out the wood chips for you so you can grow orchids, I mean, hey, go for it. But anyways, I just, hopefully you found this entertaining. Hopefully you found this educational. And I will say that, across all bagged soils, they're not all going to be the same. There's some that are higher quality, some that are not. Some have soil in them, some have compost in them, things like that. But across the board, if you get some pretty name brand soils, you really can't go wrong. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and also I'm not that upset. If it sounds like I'm upset, I'm just passionate, and that's sometimes how I get when I get passionate about teaching you guys things and saving you all money and making gardening less complicated, more fun, and enjoyable. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all learned something new. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and also definitely share this video with a friend, because this video is a little expensive to make. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care. Bye.